Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Hello?
You're able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Prakshu. Hi, Tejinder.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Taru. Sorry.
So I have one question regarding Power BI.
Yes, tell me.
So as we like delete null blank rows in Excel and anywhere else, we can do that in Power BI too.
Yes, absolutely.
So how it will happen? Because when I try to load that one uh, text file
For example,
you
you have,
shared, hmm.
you're able to see my screen?
No, not
One
now.
second. One second. I hope now you are able to see.
Yes.
Now you're able to see, right? I'm going to products table.
Huh.
Okay. And I'm selecting some specific column. Okay. Now, what
Yeah.
is your requirement? What do you want to do?
Like if there is a like alternate row is the null value, so I want to delete that null
Okay.
value.
For example, if you see, you need to go to the home. Okay. In the home, remove rows is there.
Yes.
In that remove rows, what are the different options? Remove top rows,
Bottom.
remove bottom rows, remove alternative rows, remove duplicate rows, remove blank rows, remove errors.
Okay. So like if I will select the whole database, then it will also work according to whole.
Just you see. Is it highlighted or dishighlighted? Is it in still highlighted mode only, right?
Yes. Remove rows. Okay. Got it.
Got it?
Yes, thank you so much. And another question, I got that you said we will share normalization later on, but I have just simple question. I got to know that what is the normalization, but I am not able to understand like where we will use it, like where.
Okay, right. I'll tell, don't worry. Today, actually, I need to discuss that concept.
Okay, then it's fine, yeah.
A normalization concept I'll discuss today.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll take one simple data. From there, I'll explain. Okay. You're able to see the Excel? You're able to see Excel file? Okay. Okay. What you got? Okay. I'll tell about the normalization.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Irupa. Today we are going to discuss the normalization concept.
Normalization, sir.
Yes, right.
So that comes under databases or on
Data that will come under database, data modeling, Power BI, SQL.
Okay.
Okay. Normalization means arranging the data in the database in a proper way. In a way like that, when we are extracting or when we are asking or when we are processing that data on the database, it doesn't feel heavy. Okay, how I'll tell you. For example, if you stored all the movie names with a movie name -1 movie name -2 movie name -3 movie 1 movie 2 movie 3 movie 4, is this is difficult to search, or you are saving the movie name with actual movie names which are starting with the different alphabets and which are starting with the actual names? Which one will be the easy to search?
Second one.
Starting with different alphabet and separate
Right?
movie name.
Okay. Now I'll tell you. Normalization is the process of organizing the data in the database. Simply. This is just you need to remember. Apart from this, nothing normalization. Right? You like in physics, what is Newton's first law, second law, third law? Like that, each and everyone will find out some improvements, right? For the same action, for the same experiment, for the same. But the only thing is the betterment. Okay, like that. Here we have a different normalizations: 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, like that. You don't feel about it. I'll explain. The another point, it will be used to reduce the redundancy. What is the meaning of redundancy?
Appearing again and again, sir.
Duplicate value,
Repeating.
amazing value.
Duplicate products.
Yes, right. It is nothing but, for example, the same record is entered in 100 times. Is there any use? For example, here just see, to minimize the redundancy. From a set of relations. This is the second point. And the next thing you need to remember, it will divide the big table into smaller tables, and it will create links in between those tables. Normalization concept divides large table into small tables, and it and links with help of relations in between those small tables. Up to now, everything is clear for each and everyone? Okay. 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 The next thing is, okay, most probably these are the main things which you need to remember. I'll tell you some examples for you. What is normalization, and what is the help of those things? Yeah. I need to use the technical terms or with an examples. Different normalization techniques are nothing but 1NF. Okay, I don't tell definitions. I'll give some examples. Based on that, you can create your own definitions. 2NF, 3NF, 4NF, 5NF. Normal forms. Generally, we'll call this as the normal forms. Okay. Here, I'm taking one example. 1 second. From the net, I'll try to take one example. Okay.
Sir, what is this 1NF, 2NF, 3NF and all?
Those are the different versions. I mean to say, like, in 1NF form, data will be like in a one way. In 2NF, in another way. In 3NF, in another way.
You mean to say one is to one, 1:2, one is like 1:many relationships, sir?
Yes. So that is the reason I'm saying to you, don't take. I don't want to tell any definitions. After explaining those examples, you can able to try to understand what it is. Okay. I'm creating a table. Employee ID, employee name, and I'm taking this data from phone, employee phone, employee state, employee ID, 14, 15, okay, 14, 20, exactly taking the same data without dividing. John, Harry, Sam, 7, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 6, 3, 8, 5. Okay, employee state, UP, Bihar, Punjab. This is a table, right? Okay. Now, this is a better representation of data.
What, sir?
It's a proper representation of the data.
You want us to say, is
Yes,
this
is it a proper representation or not? I'm just asking.
No.
Why?
So because that two phone number belong to one.
Yes. Because of multiple values are assigned to one employee for one attribute. Okay. For one attribute, for one employee, multiple values are assigned. Okay. The 1NF means decomposition of these values into one-to-one, many-to-one relation.
Many to one.
Okay. For example, how we divide this data, I'll tell. This particular table is there, right? Okay. See now. What I'm going to do now, I'm
Delete
going
one
to
from
eliminate first one.
second.
I'm going to eliminate this second one. Okay. Eliminate first one. I'm going to eliminate second one. Okay. Okay. See now. What is the difference between this table and that table?
In this one, the same guy, instead of giving in a single cell like two values, they divided into next record, another record.
If, for example, if any multiple values are there for one attribute, we are dividing that particular entire rows into multiple rows, but without having, we are taking care about without having multiple values for one attribute.
Sir,
Right. For example, all these values are duplicate only. This employee name duplicate, employee state also duplicate. But these duplicates are came because of different phone numbers, right?
different values to a single person. Yeah.
Okay. This is 1NF. Okay.
1NF. So 1NF means like instead of giving the two, three values to a single attribute in a single record, they are breaking up into a duplicate record and next record and assigning them.
Yes, right.
But
1NF means
the relationship will not change.
One to one. It should be one to one. One value in a row, one value should contains once in a one value.
In representation form.
Yes, right. Okay. Now, this is the 1NF. Is it clear for each and everyone? Each and every value need to contain only one value in a single time. It need to be allocated to one value only, not multiple values. Okay. Is it clear?
Sir, so what you're saying is single attribute should be assigned only single value, but will it take ante ippudu ee John, even though it is breaking up into two records, does that mean it will not consider John as a, because the employee ID is same?
It doesn't consider into two records.
It is one record, but it is representing 1:1 relationship.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. This is a 1NF form. Okay. Remember. If we want to talk about the 2NF, definitely the data in the data should be in 1NF form. What is the meaning of it? If we want to speak on 2NF, the data should be in the 1NF. if you want to talk, or if you want to convert, or if you want to describe the 2NF, or if you want to convert into A, the data should be in 1NF form. What is the meaning of 1NF form? One-on-one.
One-on-one.
Right.
So that man John can be 3 times or 4 times, records can be there, but the relation should be 1:1.
Yes, right. One time, one value only need to be assigned.
Okay.
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 Now, I'll see. Check about the second one. Okay. Teacher ID, and I'm taking one more data. Subject, teacher, 25, 47, 80. Yes, chemistry, biology, English, math, computer. 30, 30, 35, 38. Okay. How the data will be look like? It is in a 1F format or not?
Yes.
In 1F format
It's
or
a
not?
1N.
Yes.
1N.
Now, what I am doing it here, just you see. Here I am trying to reduce the complexity. Can you please suggest me how I can able to reduce the complexity from this particular table? How can you able to reduce the complexity from this table?
Like again, going back to one teacher ID, chemistry, comma, biology, and age 30.
Sorry?
No. So no. No, sir. No.
The thing at here, if you see, teacher ID is there.
Okay.
Okay, and teacher age is there.
Mhm.
How many teachers are there totally? 25, 47, 83, right? Ages
30,
30,
35, 38.
38.
35, 38.
38.
I told you some specific point. You remember what we are going to do it in the normalization form? We're going to divide the large tables into
Small table.
small tables, and we'll create a relationship in those small tables.
Mhm.
Right? You identified what we did?
You bought the teacher ID and teacher age. You made one table. So here different values comes only in subject. So you made that teacher ID with subject another table.
What we did here?
So you reduce
We
the
created two
duplicate
tables out
records
of this.
for one table.
Yeah, two tables created out of it, and teacher
One
ID
table,
came in
yeah,
both of the.
duplicates are reduced.
Yeah. They will have relationship with the teacher ID.
They all are related with help of teacher ID, right?
Teacher
Yeah.
ID.
Okay. Now, one second. So, up to 2NF is clear for you?
Yes.
Now,
Sir, ఇక్కడ 2NF ante you so 2NF means this is what you did. You reduce the duplicate records for one table and another table, since you can't take them out, you made it to another table and you linked both the tables using the teacher ID. Correct?
yes.
Why are you holding the car? Hurry, you do your work.
Data. How it will be look like?
Just write it.
How it will be look like? The data. Employee ID, employee name, employee code, employee state, and employee. How can you able to separate this data? How the data, employee city, employee ID, and employee name, employee chip, and employee state. How can you able to do these things? Which one is important one? Which one is important one?
Employee ID.
How can you able to? How can you able to identify?
Because employee ID
Name.
Employee ID, employee name, and employee
zip.
See this one. You can able to keep like this, and after that, in another table, okay, in another table, you can keep like this, right? What happened at here? Two tables have two tables have a relation, but on basis of what?
Employee zip.
Employee
Zip code.
Why? Because
Those two are common in the both tables. And
not common. Try to think in another way. Zip code and state and employee city will be, the zip code will be unique, right? Zip code thing is unique for location to location, right? If you given just a zip code, and if you want a city, you can extract from this particular table, right? Got it?
Yes.
What we did here, we have a relation with the direct primary key to the different attributes. And here, if you consider this as a primary key, and the relation with another table and another information with the primary key or any another foreign key.
Foreign key.
Right? My point here, in 2NF, the relation should be directly with the primary key. Okay?
Yes.
So here in the second 2NF, we are doing a relation directly with the primary key. But here we are linking the tables using the foreign key.
Yes, right.
So this is also 2NF, sir.
Sorry?
Even this comes under 2NF.
is 3NF.
This is 3NF.
Yes, this is 3NF. Why? Because in 2NF, there is a partial dependency. If you observe, teacher ID and age, teacher ID and subject, partial dependency is there on one table and another table. If teacher ID is updated, you need to change in this two, right? Okay, I'll tell you in a simpler way. How you are able to relate these two tables?
Each other.
A direct relation is there, right? Direct relationship is there. Here, how you are going to relate these two tables? How you are going to do?
So first we will fetch.
Is it a direct relation?
No, first employee ID based zip code, and then from that zip code we can see what is the state and city.
Is there any dependency of employee ID on employee zip code?
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Yeah, it's very slow.
Okay. Is there any dependency of employee ID in employee zip code?
Dependency. So you're asking, is there any dependency between the
Employee ID and employee zip. Those two are primary keys in each and every table, right?
Okay.
In the first table, employee ID. In the second table, employee zip.
Employee.
Employee zip code.
Sir, with the employee zip
The
code.
zip is dependent on like state and city
But
related to.
so sorry, even if we say there is, so employee zip is the only one, no, sir, which is connecting the last table and this one. So connect.
What is the okay? So if you want to
There is, sir,
study, for example, employee zip ID will be there for multiple employees, right?
Yes.
If you tell the employee, if you tell only the zip code, you will get the employee.
If we want to access
Simple, I'm
only
asking.
with
For example, I asked the employee who is working from the location of the zip code 2228. You will get the employee details. Maybe multiple employees will be there, right?
Yes.
What you will do? How you are going to identify? Is the meaning? Is it completely have a relationship with the employee?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
For example, if I ask 222 employee related to which zip ID? Definitely it has only one zip ID, right?
Yes.
From employee to zip, one relation. From zip to employee,
Many relationship.
many relations. Even though we can able to segregate, right? Why? Because that information, that zip code is mentioning for each and every employee to avoid the confusion.
So,
for example, if I tell in a technical way, it will be trivial and non-trivial functions. Trivial means the function which has a solution. Non-trivial means the function which doesn't contain a solution. That will be completely confused and you are not able to understand. Here, if you try to understand, employee ID. If you tell the employee ID, I'll have a zip name. From that zip name, I can able to extract the state and city. If I say the city name and if I say the zip code, is it possible to extract employee ID?
No, they can be multiple employees
Mhm.
going to that zip. I mean, comes under zip code.
Okay,
Mhm.
that is the thing up to remember. We'll see some examples and you also go through some examples.
So
You'll
what
get some
you
more
mean to
clarity.
say is, so employee zip, it is not a direct dependency. The table is.
For example, in the future, some more zip codes are added.
Mm.
At the time, you don't need to apply, you don't need to update each and every data in this particular table, right?
Mhm.
Just you need to just enter a specific zip code at here. That's it, right?
Mm.
If the table is like this, then what will happen? For each and every record, you need to change all these three, all
Mhm.
these two. Okay? Don't think like that. You need to get a full clarity.
Mm. Mm.
Just see some examples and try to look into it. Then you will get some clarity. Okay. After 3NF, one more thing is there. It is some more advanced concept too.
Is it BCNF, like voice and code normal form?
Yes, right. That is. But remember, these normal forms will be not useful for you. Maybe in very difficult times of your interview, may ask, okay, what is 1NF and what is 2NF? They may ask.
Mhm.
So all this is useful to understand, like in the data modeling part.
No. In data modeling, you no need to be expert in this particular normal forms.
Okay, so to understand the relationship between
Architect. Yes.
okay.
To understand and to read the data, to understand the
Yeah.
data, how it is available. Why? Because we are getting and we are fetching the data from some database that is designed on basis of these principles, right?
Mm.
So for that, you need to know. So you can consider this is another table to discuss BCNF. That is a BCNF form. If you, for example, if you see, what is the data? Employee ID, employee country, employee department, employee department type, okay, and employee department number.
Mhm.
How can you able to simplify this table? Try to identify. How can you able to simplify this table?
So
So if in one table
employee
we take
ID.
employee ID, department type and department number.
Employee ID,
Department type and department number. And in the other one, department type. No.
Or we can do employee ID, department, employee department and country.
employee ID and employee country.
Yeah.
One employee should not, it's not possible to have a two countries, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And now the other.
Then employee
Mhm.
ID and department.
Employee department type and department number in one table, sir. No. Employee ID also.
Sorry.
Employee
Employee ID,
ID,
employee country.
country.
Okay.
Okay. And after that,
And after
Employee
that, ID.
And
ID,
department.
department.
employee ID and department. What is
Mhm.
the meaning of that particular table?
Department
employee.
and
One employee working for
particular department.
working for multiple departments. See, 264 is working for designing and testing. 364 is working for stories and developing. How you are going to define these things?
The department number is different. So that is associated with department.
If you see employee department number is unique.
Unique.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. But here in both of those.
Now, what is the another thing? What is another one? We are missing some mapping, right?
We are missing the mapping here.
Relationship, yeah.
Relationship.
What is we are missing?
Maybe ID.
Country and department number. No.
ID.
ID and department number.
Now we covered.
Yes.
Sir, so you said you covered. So this.
Is there any relation missed? Can you please side check?
So this from the top table, from the first table to second table, employee ID is there. And from the second table to the third, employee department type, department number. What is the connection between those two? Like, how can you link those two?
Okay. For example, if I ask you department type, where you are able to identify department type of employee ID, how you will identify?
So from the middle table.
No. For example, what is the department type of 264? How you will identify?
Okay. 264. So
264.
the last one and the above one, they are related with the employee department number.
In the employee ID should be same.
Yeah.
Employee department ID either 283 or 300.
Yeah.
What is the department type for 283 and 300? 394 only, right?
394 only.
For example, if I ask, what is the employee ID who is working for stories? How you got to know?
Yeah. Department number.
Department type.
Employee department ID. Who give me the employees numbers who are working in stories. From second table, you will identify the department number.
Yeah.
Okay, from the third table, based on the department number, you will identify the employee IDs.
Employee ID.
Each and every relation is established.
So from second table, you said you'll identify what department number, sir?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I didn't understand.
You remember how to write the joins, all those conditions? Okay. I asked, can you please find out the employee IDs who are working in the employee stories department? From these three tables, how you will write the query? Forget about the first query. Forget about the first table. By using these three tables, how you will write the query?
I will.
How you will write?
So I will say select select from so and so table. Select
Which table? Already you have, right? One
employee
table,
table.
first table, second table, third table.
Third table.
Three
Okay.
tables are there.
So I'll say select from table 1 employee ID. Join on table 2.
No, two.
Select employee department number from table 2, where
Table 2.
employee department is equal to
No.
stories.
Right?
Then you will get the 232. Okay. And you can do join or something else on the third table, right? You forgot.
No, I didn't forget, but
But
okay, sir. I will dig through this.
Okay,
More.
I'm not expecting you will get a clear understanding on the first time itself.
Okay.
Okay. But to study the tables, it will be helpful.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is called boys code normal form.
Yes, it is somewhat advanced to the 3NF.
So you said select employee ID and country from table 1. Where
No. Table 2. You need to select the employee department number from table 2, where the employee department is equal to stories.
Join
Then
on
you're able
employee
to yes.
table 3, where employee ID is employee
Yes.
department is. Okay.
Otherwise, you can write a sub-query also at here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Come here.
Right. I'll take step 4 and F we need to discuss. Okay. How you are able to read this data? Student ID and course hobbies. How we will read this data? In each and everywhere, multiple dependencies are there, not a single dependency. If you observe, courses too, hobbies too. And in another case, in 34 chemistry dancing, 74 biology cricket, 59 physics hockey. But this is given to here to be aware that thing. Now, if you said like that, what you need to do, what is the way you have to do this thing?
Student ID
and course and student ID.
Here, what is the thing? Multi-value.
Mhm.
Not only the single value, multi-values. 2 columns contains multiple values. Or 3 columns contains multiple values. Like that, 34 also may have chemistry and sociology, dancing and hockey. Maybe. In that type of situations, we have only this thing. Apart from this, you can able to do anything. Okay. Don't worry. Just keep the thing in mind. And if possible, can you please go through a lot of resources are there. The
Mhm.
only thing what I'm expecting, when we are doing modeling, you will get a clarity. Why? Because we have a different tables and we have a different columns. How we can able to relate these things and on what basis of we are going to perform all these things. Okay. Just if time permits, just go through those things. Okay.
Hmm.
And guys, you're collecting the questions, interview questions or not? At least try to make it 5 Python questions, 5 SQL questions, 5 Power BI, 5 Tableau.
Sir, most frequently asked or like, what are the top 20 questions like that you want us to collect and put it in a notepad
No,
and send?
that's completely your wish. I'm saying, you don't think like that in a 2 days I'll give the entire preparation. You don't feel like that. It's
Hmm.
not going to happen.
Yes, sir. My time
Plan,
is not
plan,
sufficient.
plan accordingly. Each
Mhm.
and every day, try to gather 5 questions.
Okay.
Not more than that in each and every concept. Tableau 5 questions, Power BI 5 questions, Excel 5 questions, SQL 5 questions, Python 5 questions.
Okay. Sir, can you please introduce us what is the click views? Because they mention in our even my resume, so I have no idea.
Clicky is also a visualization tool.
Okay.
A visualization tool like Power BI and Tableau.
So I have to download and work
No,
on that.
not required. Just you go
Oh.
through some articles will be there. What is the functionality? How you're going to do it with the help of some visualizations.
Because
It's not
Sunita,
possible to learn each and everything, right? Just once okay, make a note of those things. Just I'll explain in 10 or 15 minutes. What is
okay,
click view and what type of options will be there? How you're going to do?
because he mentioned on the resume, so I have no
Okay,
idea.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, sure.
Whatever you know, put it in the current working thing, Prakshu. Rest goes
Right.
to the previous, job post. And you can always say, just go overview. And when they go in depth, you can always say it's been long time.
Yes, that's it. That is the only one solution. Why? Because without including all those keywords, we didn't get the calls. Doesn't mean like that. What are the things which are included in our resume? We are going to answer, and we worked. Without experience, no job. No job without experience. Like
Sir,
that. That's a
this
open truth.
this much thing is needed, sir, like for a day-to-day, like to understand the tables and everything, we should know all this, core.
Yes, but to day-to-day life, these are not required. Your
Okay.
day-to-day life is like to interacting with the business, understanding their problem, and understand their expectations, what type of visualizations they want to see, or what type of analysis they want to do on the data, and just bring the data and load the data write your report, create a visualization, submit it. That's it. That is your day-to-day work.
All this is for interview purpose.
True.
I mean, I know, but understanding this will make us to understand the data and the tables and the relations.
Not that much. Not that.
So all that goes
it's
for
not
data
a rule.
architect.
Right. I'll tell you. It's not mandatory for a racer to know how to prepare a bike or car.
Yeah.
Right. He don't know about the manufacturing and he don't know about the parts and each and everything. He knows. He need to know some basic things. And apart from that, that's completely a different story, right?
Yeah.
How could he drive? It's not like that. The person who prepared and who manufactured that particular car or bike, only he can able to drive very well. It's not like that.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
In the Power BI Power Query, in the view section, that ribbon, so there is
Yes.
something called like column quality, column distribution and all. In the column distribution, they say 31 distinct, 1000 unique, 1000 distinct, 1000. So there is a distinct, and what I understood is distinct means the now what is the, I mean, is there a difference between distinct values and unique values? Because
Yes. I'll tell you. For example, if it is a blank value or if it is a how can I say like that?
37 distinct.
I'll show you. One second. Can you please see this one?
yes, I'm seeing, sir.
10 distinct and 1 unique. What is the meaning?
10 distinct and 10 distinct values are there and they appeared once. Is that what?
Distinct, 1 unique. So
Okay, see this one. 10 distinct and 1 unique value. Okay. Here you see. For example, here I selected. 0 value is there, right?
Yes.
Now what it is showing?
73.
73.
0 I removed.
How will we know which is unique and which is
Okay. I'll tell you. Missing value and blank value and 0 also considered as a one specific category only, right? Those are distinct values.
okay.
Okay.
Remove the empty.
For example, here 37 distinct and 10 unique. Okay. If you observe, 1 second. How many distinct values?
37.
37. What is saying? 37 distinct and 10 unique values.
Okay. Sir, what happened here? You selected only one. So ones which are assigned with the number 1, those records it's showing?
Those records. Yes.
Okay. And what do you mean by the 37 distinct and 10? I really didn't understand what is that, sir, because I tried doing this yesterday a lot of time, like not lot of time, 5-10 minutes, I didn't get it.
1 second. For clarity, I'll also open documentation. Show white spaces, column quantity, column distribution. Okay. Distinct and unique. Those are
Like how many like different time they appear? It's like
that is a different thing. That is a different thing. For example, if you observe in the data, how many times one is applied, how many times one is visual? 32 times.
yeah.
Okay. Copy value distribution, copy quality metrics, keep duplicates, show the column distribution peak. Keep the duplicates, remove the empty, remove the errors. If you remove the errors, only one value got. Okay, I'll also look into it. But you know what my meaning is, my understanding is, distinct values and unique values are separate. Why?
Yeah.
Because each and every, we don't consider missing values. We don't consider zeros. We don't consider not available values. We don't consider NA fields. Those also will come as 4 different categories, 4 different uniques. But those are not. I'll look into it and I'll explain tomorrow.
Okay. Also.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So, okay, that's it, sir. I have
Okay.
practice today to ask you tomorrow. I did
Okay.
one thing, but
Okay. Don't forget to post this question in our group. It will be
now
my timeline.
what this one distinct and unique, sir?
Yes, right.
Also, can we see how to do like to change the settings of the like once the file is in place to change the database settings or to change the sources, frankly speaking.
You can change. You can easily change, right? The sources
Yeah,
in the Power Query, right?
yeah, Power Query. So ante
Simply.
enduku sir, how when we are doing on my question is when we are working on something, okay, to change the source of from Excel to Excel, that is okay. How can you change off the database connection, sir? Ante why, in what scenarios we get that
Okay.
kind of?
Here you need to remember here. Until you create a data model, nothing is permanent here. You are just gathering data tables and keeping on your environment. You are not connecting. You didn't create the final environment which you are going to use for the visualization.
Okay.
Okay. For example, if you want to work on this thing, just you need to select this. And you can perform all the operations what you want to do. Just select this and perform the operations.
Okay.
And you know, right, how to get the data source. Just to get the data source into the Power Query.
Yeah.
And if you save it, then it will be, those will be available in the modeling part.
Okay.
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 Okay. So you want us to look into the normalization part and the DAX
Yes.
data for tomorrow?
See the normalization part and start the interview questions preparation. It's not going to complete it in a 1 day or 1 week. Continuously, you need to be in touch with those subjects to crack an interview. If you spend completely your 3 days or 4 days of time also, that is not a good practice.
Oh,
Just you need
last.
to be.
Don't do
Yes.
it in the last. Okay. Do every day
Yes.
calculations. Okay.
Yes. You need to be touching with that. Each and every person will collect some questions, right? For that day, 25 questions you will collect. Post that Word document in the group.
Okay.
If all the people posted, it will get approximately 100 questions, right? In a day. 3,000 questions. In that 100 questions, approximately 20 to 25 are duplicates. Maybe you can worse the situation.
Okay.
In 30 days, 3,000 questions.
Sir, అవన్నీ మాకు గుర్తుంటాయా సార్ అన్ని కలెక్ట్ చేస్తే?
కలెక్ట్ చేస్తే గుర్తుండవు.
కలెక్ట్
వాటి గురించి తెలుసుకుంటే
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసినా కూడా లైక్
లేదు ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్ కి డెఫినెట్ గా గుర్తుంటాయి. గుర్తుండవు అంటే కుదరదు. హౌ
Okay.
మచ్ vocabulary we have today.
Okay.
Initially we felt like that to learn the alphabets only, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not the criteria. The only thing is how we are going to learn and how we are going to be in touch with the subject. That is the matters.
Okay.
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 Hello. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Bye.